Hi, I'm sorry about the title, I didn't know what to put.
I'm sorry about it.
This is a real title. I'm Alex, hello, big Slime fan. And we're talking about retention mechanics in Slime Rancher today. Has anyone played Slime Rancher? Okay, great. So you can call me out if I'm wrong on anything. So hi, I'm an environment artist and level designer. This is some of my stuff. I'm a recent graduate. That's my Twitter. Oh, I'm gonna abuse this laser pointer so much. So, retention. What do I mean by retention? What is it? How is it measured? So it's generally looked at through impressions, download amounts, time spent on a game, money spent on a game, and it's reserved more for free-to-play games, mobile games, live service games, where people want to make money by people constantly playing the game and doing it that way. But it's still really important data to evaluate for any game, any design. It might lead to more positive reviews, increased sales of the game through word of mouth because people are still playing it. Increase in merch, as you can see, Slime Rancher sells merch and they also sell DLC as well. So yeah, you'll get an increase in DLC. But how are retention mechanics designed? And let's look at Slime Rancher, woo! So why simulation games when looking at retention mechanics, and why we're looking at Slime Rancher? So simulation games as a genre are really popular. Like we've got The Sims, we've got Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley. I think Football Manager is one of the highest selling games in the UK. I think, don't quote me on that. And they pretty much embody retention mechanics. They're designed more so as time sinks. You want players to just continually play these simulation games. So Slime Rancher specifically, it's had over 2 million copies sold. It's super successful. 96% of reviews on Steam are positive. It's one of the highest rated games on Steam. And it has robot bees. And they're really cute. So what is Slime Rancher? It's, I'd say it's a mix of like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, but it's first person and you're just ranching slimes. There's no other farm stuff. So you collect slimes up with a vacuum, put them in a pan, feed them, and then they poop, and then you suck up the poop and sell the poop. I might say poop a lot, I'm sorry. But that's the core gameplay loop, pretty much. So let's look at, ooh, that's beautiful. Let's look at the first mechanic that it sort of uses. So Jesper Juul, who's a super cool games academic, did an article on The Sims and games with open goals, and he said that games without enforced goals have a large expressive potential and provide a wide range of possible experiences. So simulation games and other games as well do this, but this is a mechanic more in simulation games. They provide players with the ability to perform tasks, but not the necessity. Even if we look at, say, Breath of the Wild, it'll point like, hey, you should go to this castle in the middle, or you should kill all these bosses. It might help, but you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want. There's some examples of other games where you're maybe given a goal to do something, but you can do whatever. Animal Crossing, you can just make clothes all day, which I will be doing. Making pillows all day, I'm so excited. Guild Wars 2, there's a massive fashion community in that, as well as probably other MMOs where people just wearing different outfits and taking pretty pictures. Even Stardew Valley, you can just say, screw farming, I'm just gonna try and date everyone I can. So this creates a unique experience per player, and it accommodates a wider audience of players who might just wanna make pillows in Animal Crossing and nothing else. Let's look at time as a resource. So time to do tasks in games varies per player, and players might want to optimize that time, but they may not want to. If we look at RuneScape, people just chop trees down all day and have a great time. Animal Crossing, you can just be picking weeds up all day. Minecraft, you're in a cave, that's it. But it can be relaxing, and this is a main important thing, is designing these mechanics in a way that's relaxing, such as having like feedback noises, like the sound. I just want the sound of plucking weeds in my head all day, so I'll do that. But the important thing is to offer choice. Say in Minecraft, you can optimize how quick you perform tasks through upgrading stuff. Same with Stardew Valley. I think you can get like golden watering cans or something. Maybe that's a myth, I don't remember. But yeah, you just have to make sure it's enjoyable, and then players will keep doing it and having fun. Cutifying your crops. So in Slime Rancher, your crops in this case are mobile, they have emotions, they can be put in danger, they're, alive. And this helps players connect with the game more. If you look at like Pokemon, Tamagotchi, even Neko Atsume and mobile, people will just go on those games to see how their little pets and stuff are doing because they love them so much. Slimes in this game have various personalities depending on the type. So like that little blue slime, he's in a pond, and if there's too many different types of slimes in his pond or too many people, then he won't poop, just like me in public toilets. And you get a stronger emotional connection. The players will get a stronger emotional connection to the game through that, and they'll just want to keep playing it more, which is what we're all about. In this case, slimes are sort of put between a Tamagotchi and just like a normal carrot. If I like named one of these Bob and then turn away and then turn back, I would lose Bob forever because they all react the same way. Some might be hungry, but then you just feed them, they're smiling again. They all look the same though. It's generally on a species level. So yeah, they're cemented somewhere in between. So it's really important as well, especially in simulation games, but I think in general you should try and make your core mechanic as deep as possible. In this case, like slimes, you can crossbreed them through feeding another slime different type of poop. So these are like the whole amount of slimes you can get in the game, and it makes the player feel like there's limitless choices. There's also other mechanics that will promote you to look at that core mechanic and to explore whatever deep thing you've made, such as a little poop stock market, which changes, so you're promoted to explore and find different types of slimes. So connecting with the main character in this case is Beatrix LeBeau. So generally in simulation games, especially like farming ones, you make your own character, but in this case it's a predetermined avatar. There was a study by Turkey and Kinzer called The Effects of Avatar-Based Customization on Player Identification. No way I was going to memorize that. And they found that choosing aspects of that avatar makes the player feel more associated with it. So there's a very limited customization to this avatar. You can do palette swaps, which is more for your gun, because this is all you see in game. The only time you see your avatar is when you go into your house. And there's no cutscenes or voice acting either. So yeah, there's also, narrative-wise, it's completely optional. You'll get letters that you can go into your house and get from your friend/lover, and they don't gender the writer either, so you can choose to relate to it more or not. It's a very weird mix of like, you have a predetermined character with a set narrative, but you're playing in first person, so you can just channel the narrative through yourself if you want, or you can ignore it entirely. There's also notes left around the map by the ex-Slime Ranch person, and they're also optional. It's all optional. But the main case for this is it's non-intrusive and it's accessible to people that just want to ranch slimes and collect poop and not care about the story whatsoever. But the story's there if you want it. So we look at the hub world now. So your hub world is your farm. I don't really know what to compare it to. It's just a cute little farm. And it's designed to be really calm and relaxing. The music's super calm compared to other places, and there's generally no hazards unless you create them yourself. And it's a safe zone to relax. It's sort of like your home in Minecraft if you made a Slime Ranch farm in Minecraft, I guess. Or like the bonfires in Dark Souls. They're just a safe space that you can just stop and recuperate and gather your thoughts. So it anchors the player in their decisions, and as well in other games, not Slime Rancher. I mean, in Minecraft, you can just make multiple houses, multiple bases. And these help players achieve a comfortable flow because they can just choose to go back to those safe places. In some games, they can choose to go back to those safe places at any point. And they can gather their thoughts, they can restock their inventory if they want to. And this just helps them play more and for longer because they're controlling their own difficulty, kind of. So what have we learned today? Promoting player choice and freedom is extremely important for simulation games to function successfully. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that one. I would say I feel like promoting player choice and freedom in any game would just help. So just try and find ways you can do that. Developing deep core mechanics adds to game lifespan, especially in MMOs as well. Like you could just ignore the fashion part of it entirely, but as most MMOs choose to go heavy into it because people will just want to explore that. I would say it doesn't even have to be, well, it should be, but it could also not be a core mechanic. It could just be a side thing. I'm trying to think of examples, but I can't think of any. There's definitely some where, yeah, like there's a fishing thing in a game, but it's so detailed you can just be fishing all day. Just try and think about adding stuff like that. Formulating open goals can be accessible and accommodating. Yeah, like think about Breath of the Wild. The fact that it's so open world has made it much more accessible and accommodating. So even in linear games, even in like Pokemon, usually there's more than one route to go, which just helps players make their own choices and have more fun and keep playing. Players can relate to the avatars in a variety of ways. Even if you have a predetermined avatar, you might want to incorporate some sort of customization into it because players will just relate to the avatar more. And think about time as a resource and provide tools for players to optimize if that's what you want to do. And petify your carrots. Just add faces onto everything because this is adorable. But I'm thinking even in more realistic games, maybe just having a pet. What's Blair Witch Project? That has a dog in it. That makes it 10 times better. I was more interested in Blair Witch Project when I found out there was a dog in it. Yeah, that's it. I hope we've learned something.